All right. Okay, and it says we are live. Hello, everybody. New moon tonight. Allison and I are together besides on a Friday night. Wow. People are like, wait a minute, is it Friday or is it Wednesday?
Yep.
But no, it's Wednesday. It's the new moon. And I was mentioning on Monday that I was going to be thinking about doing a new moon. Usually I do it with Ginger, but Ginger's starting to get back on her feet. And good news, Nancy has her internet back up. I talked to Nancy today. Ginger has power, and I think she's still working on her internet. And Karen's got her power and stuff. Babies are eating, so our girls, our ladies are doing well. So thank you everybody for the prayers and everything that you've been showing to our fellow readers and to those who are subscribers who are going through this too. So much appreciated. And so when I said I think I'll do new moon readings, I'll probably do them by myself. And Allison was like, "I'll join you." I'm like, okay. So here we are. Have we heard from Scott? I don't know, Moira. I don't speak to Scott regularly. I'm not in his circle, but I have not heard anything, from Nancy or Ginger. But if I
Grab my
do,
jacket.
okay. But if I do, I'll share. So we'll get a chance for everybody to pop in. I keep forgetting Wednesday nights. Michelle Marie goes on at 7 as well. So Jane the Seeker is joining her this evening. But we thank Allison. I thank you for joining us and hanging out with us. And we got people popping, and we got six
Absolutely.
already. And let's see, Ange. Ange is here. Roots and Waves. Hey, Ange. Lady Silver snacking and lurking. Chicken soup. That sounds good. My mom used to make homemade chicken soup. She would have, the noodles would be from scratch, the broth all from the bones of the chicken. Oh, I miss my mom's cooking. Most definitely. Enjoy your
There's a
soup, my
really
dear.
good chicken soup recipe that a lady that I follow on one of my carnivore channels. I was thinking I might make that this weekend.
Ooh, sounds
Yeah,
yummy.
looks really good. Very easy. Most carnivore stuff is, right, because there's not a
Hmm.
whole lot of ingredients, but it's
You
all how
just
you
throw
do
it
it.
in the frying pan or whatever, or boil it. Hello, Moira. Good to see you. Well, like boiling the bones for the broth and stuff. That's what I
There's
meant.
there's actually several steps involved in it, but anyways, it just looks really really good. So yeah, I was thinking it's funny that you were mentioning whoever was talking about chicken noodle soup.
Lady
So I was like,
Silver,
yeah, I've
yes.
been thinking about making that chicken soup.
And it's that time of season for the hot, yummy foods like hot cocoa and hot chicken soups. My mom used to make the best cream of asparagus and cream of broccoli soups. Oh, they were to die for. Anyway, Audra, hello, my dear. Thank you for joining us. Kristen Louise. Okay, Moira, he is fine. He lost his power for a few days. Okay, thank you, Kristen, for letting us know. Yeah, I don't speak to Scott, so I don't have. Scott comes around every now and then, but a lot of people. It's going to take a while for people to rebuild, but people are resilient. So it is new moon in Libra, and now that I start talking about a little bit of the astrology, maybe we'll conjure Karen, Care Bear, our astrology girl, into the chat. So I love going to Cafe Astrology. You can find them on any of your browsers that you use. And she kind of does a nice little condensing, excuse me, of information. Sometimes when you start to get too much in the astrology, my brain kind of glazes over. But I have it here on my phone, and I like what she usually shares. So Libra is, the sign of balance. So it's now a good time to, especially with the new moon, to commit to personal goals that express the positive energies of the sign of the scales. We have a chance to build our negotiating skills without compromising our principles or needs and without resorting to appeasement. I like that one. It's time to work on rebalancing our relationships, excuse me, and to recognize our partners as teammates rather than adversaries. Let's see. With Libra energy, we have the chance to make important changes in our lives. Interesting. Make peace make peace with those around us and establishing more harmony in our environments, a sense of order and balance to our lives. Sometimes she repeats a little bit. Libra has the innate ability for and love of synthesizing opposites. So again, peace, harmony, which requires commitment and effort. We just can't say, okay, this is what I want to do. Universe, do it for me. We have to put, in the work. Libra is ruled by Venus and also harmonizes with the Mars and Saturn. And what I didn't realize when I was going to start the new moon, I had to redo the thumbnail. There was a solar eclipse also associated, with this new moon. And she says it packs more of a punch. And apparently this is the 5th eclipse in a set of 6 occurring along the Aries Libra axis from April 20th, 2023 to March 29th, 2025. And that's interesting because that week of March 29th is when we're shooting out of here. So that's an interesting timing. The first one was a total solar eclipse in late Aries. While we've been focusing on building our independence and working on assertiveness, this October eclipse in Libra prompts us to consider healthy relating and how it affects the process of relating. So I just wanted to share that with everybody.
Healthy relating?
It says here, this October eclipse, Libra prompts us to consider healthy relating and how it affects the process. And that's where she left it. So I'm assuming the process of independence, being assertive. But I thought you would find that interesting, Aries girl, with the solar eclipse being along the Aries Libra axis. So for me, a lot of this stuff is, but I know a lot of people who come in our chats like the astrology, so I figured I would share some of that. So, and wait a minute, did I miss anything here? So, now this is interesting too. A solar eclipse at approximately the same degree of Libra last occurred on October 3rd, 2005. Before that, it was October 3rd, 1986, freshman high school, and October 2nd, 1978. An eclipse set along the Aries Libra axis most recently occurred from 2013 to 2016. And so she says we might encounter similar themes, along the way in our lives, so as each of these reoccur after these different decades and times in our life, we might start to notice patterns. So I thought that was interesting.
Who the hell knows what was going on in my life on any of those days? I couldn't tell you.
On those days, I know 1986, new student again, freshman in high school at Lafayette. In 2005, I had just lost my mother 2 months before. I was in Arizona in 78. Not quite remembering 78, but because I was 7 years old. But that's just really interesting how certain things replay. And maybe at some point I'll be able to, start being able to piece that all together. But astrology, just like we talked before, astrology is so multi-layered and dense. It's like a whole lifetime of study. And
shout out to my ex-husband, the father of my child. Not that he's here, I'm just saying yesterday was his birthday. And he is absolutely Libra all day, every day. That's not a bad thing. Libras are great. Libra is my favorite as far as sun signs go of the air signs easily. But anyways, Libras are pretty great. I've known many throughout my life, men and women, and they're very dependable and romantics and loyal, very much. And it's funny, the whole scales thing, always the mediator. The few that have been in my life anyways, male and female. So, but anyways, yeah. So,
All righty. And as I say, anything you want to share about the signs? Because I know you dabble a little bit when you do your cards. You know, you recognize.
And I don't know anything about eclipses. I know nothing other than the fact that, you know, it takes things out. Now full moons is about releasing stuff. Eclipses, it's about cutting things out. Things are cut out. That's what eclipses, eclipse things out of your life. I know that much. And I'm not comfortable saying much beyond that. New moon is about, you know, new things, bringing in new things, which technically it's something that's interesting. I will say this about new moons. Although it's all, and I wonder if there's anybody in here that can comment on this. And again, I don't profess to know a lot about it. If I don't know a whole lot about something, I'm not going to talk much about it. But so you have the new moon.
Hi, Bobby.
There's nothing, right? So the moon is just dark. And then, you know, it starts to have the waxing moon right over the next, you know, so we're into a crescent moon, what, in 2 days, something like that. That's where it begins. Technically, that was what a lot of people call the new moon. So it's like I've heard people call it the dark moon when it's the new moon, and then it's not until it begins the waxing that it's called the new moon. And a lot of people, when they start doing stuff working with the moon, they wait until it starts to you know, actually Bobby might have something to say about all of that. So it's just kind of something that I've heard a couple times, and I don't know, and it might just be one of those things, just a personal belief and how you feel about it all. But I just thought it was kind of interesting.
Good to see you, Bobby. He's like waving again. Hi, is here. Here. Let's see. Maura says solar and lunar eclipses are different. Yes. And I need to study them more, but
sun is masculine, the moon is feminine, amongst many other facets. And the moon is emotions.
Karen wanted me to pass on the message that her internet went out again today. Okay. She just tried to get on here, but she can't make it and wanted me to say hi to everyone here. Oh, thanks, Ange. Karen, we love you. We'll see you when you get back. Hang in there, girl. I was going to make, the comment. The only eclipse that I really understand is the total eclipse of the heart. That's the only one that I really understand. Bump. Bonnie Tyler, totally eclipse of the. Allyson knows what, the judge. She's just like, yeah, that's just Heather being Heather. There's an eclipse in the RWS 8 of Cups. Yes, there is. Depending on, traditional RWS. And just looking to see it. And Audra says, they say Libra men are attentive and loving. Or attentive, excuse me. And loving.
I would agree.
And Audra also said, I love numerology and astrology. I learned some numerology from Allyson as well over the past year or so. And there is a numerology show on now. Yes, Michelle Marie. I didn't realize she went on again. I totally forgot, spaced out. But she's doing a show with Jane the Seeker this night, and she knows numerology as well. And so does Deborah Zakow. She's really good, too, with numerology. But Deborah says, I like hanging with all of you guys. We like you hanging out with us, too. Thank you. And get some more people coming in. Hello, Melly. This is Melly. Good to see you, my dear. Christina.
It is really chilly out right now.
I know, it's fall.
No, it's nice. I like it. I keep closing my window a little bit more. Got my jacket. I'm like, oh, it's getting cold out. It got down to like 45 last night.
Oh, really?
Or was it 47? Yeah. I went outside to take the dogs out this morning, and I'm a total weather dork. I'm usually like totally, and I guess I didn't notice it last night. So when I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, it's chilly in here. I walked out in the living room, my bare feet. I was like, oh, put my slippers on.
Yeah, nice. I got my little footies by me. And Christina, good day, Christina. And while we're going into fall, Christina's in Australia, and they're going into spring. So enjoy your spring, my dear. I love being, she says, I love being Libra. So she's a Libra as well, balanced star sign. And you're here, but driving. Okay, keep driving. Focus on the road. Thanks for being here. I don't know, Audra said that there is a guy, but Bobby says, I don't work magic during an eclipse, but I do have divination work.
Yeah.
Because it might supposed to like negate.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about the eclipse part, but yeah, that's true. And I don't know why, but yeah, that without even knowing the explanation, and I'm sure you have one. Yeah.
And Moira says, can't wait for our first cozy fire of the year. Oh, I miss that. Yes. I am too. I don't know what that word is, Audra. You must be typing fast or something. I don't know what that word is.
She said her birthday is soon.
Oh, her birthday is soon. Okay, there we go. That's what I thought. So we have 7 people. Thank you, everyone, for joining Allyson and I. We are doing general new moon readings. Let's see. Oh, Robert added something. Magic is too unpredictable during an eclipse.
Right. Okay. That makes sense that it would be.
Yes.
You might have some crazy shit going on.
I know I got some crazy shit going on here. So yeah,
boomerang magical way type action, maybe.
And Laura says, I agree. Unless you really know the astrology and there's something auspicious, I would not work magic during an eclipse. And Bobby said, yep. So, Allyson, what decks did you bring? You said you have a creepy, fun deck that you wanted to use tonight.
I do. And you guys, I'm tired. I'm not really gonna be like, okay, this is for this and this is that. I'm gonna pull some cards. Heather's gonna do whatever she's gonna do. And anyways, I did get a new deck. This is where's the box? Darn it. I thought hold on.
So Audra, when Karen gets settled,
here it is.
Karen and I will be doing the poetry show, so we have not started them yet, no. And Robert says, I just opened the Witch Sister deck last night, and Bobby also did a flip through on his channel for that too. So if you're interested in that
flip throughs. I've like several decks back. I haven't. I just got this. This is the classic horror oracle. I had to do it for Halloween.
There you go. For people who like
just horror. For fun. Normally this isn't something I would even, but it came through and I thought it was cute. I saw several of the cards, and I'm not even a horror at all movie person, but there's several in here that I really do like. Frankenstein's in here. I love Frankenstein. And Creature from the Black Lagoon, and there's several others, and I don't know, I just really liked the imagery that was on it, and I just ordered it. So, and then I have another deck too, but I'm gonna wait on that. But I thought, I haven't even opened it yet. Okay. But I thought I would pull from this, would be fun. So because it is Halloween now, y'all.
I gotta take some pictures.
I'm sorry, it's October now.
Yeah,
it's Halloween. It's October. So I got to get all my goodies out this weekend and get everything up. But anyways, I'm gonna use that, and I've got several. I don't usually do this. I have several because I just didn't know what the heck I was going to do. I did pull out the Potero. So I have this out, which I have not pulled from in freaking ages. And I have my Crow Tarot, which is amazing.
Oh, yes.
And then I have my Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle, which I'm still very much loving. I really like it. And if anybody wants a roast iconic, I thought that would be fun, and I just grabbed that because that's just funny just to grab one of those.
All righty. Everyone's getting excited about decks. Now, Blessed Shenanigans. Now, did someone say Shenanigans, or is this the same one and you changed your name, or is this a different Shenanigans? I'm thinking it's the former Shenanigans, the former Shenanigans. So, welcome. Allison's like, what? So someone had a cool name.
No, I saw that.
Yeah. Did someone say Shenanigans? And so we all were calling them Shenanigans. I think they changed their name. So, and Chris and Louise said, I just bought Tarot of the Huntress after several months of not buying tarot.
I saw that. That's on my list. That was that's an Etsy deck, though, if I remember correctly. That's an expensive one. Yeah, I won't be doing that.
And
it's
Melly
on
got
my
it too.
list because it's so damn pretty, but I'm not going to throw out that kind of money.
And,
nope.
And says, love September, October, favorite time of year.
Yeah,
Me
same.
too.
October and May. Those are my 2 months.
And Bobby says, yes, for Halloween, I'm using Necro, the 13th, Necro 13, Santa Muerte, and Goetia in Darkness deck. So,
you know, I have the pocket size Santa Muerte, and I really do like it, although it's too small. They made it like pocket size. And I would love, love, love to have the regular one, but I can't stand the borders that were done on that deck. I've loved the imagery. I hate the borders on that deck. And they're like partial borders. Bobby, you'll know what I'm talking about, the Santa Muerte.
Muerte.
And I really want it, and I'm hoping I'll just get over it. I've almost ordered it so many times, and then I'll watch a deck review because I always watch deck reviews for anything that I buy, and I just end up talking myself. I'm bitter about the I'm wondering if I could, I don't know, successfully trim it, honestly, but I don't know.
So. Some people can, but I'd be afraid to do that because I have some decks that are
I wouldn't do it myself. I would have to cough up the money and have it done at a stamping, cutting, whatever the hell those places are called.
And Bobby says, I use Santa Muerte for ancestor deck as an ancestor deck. Borders on the deck are stupid.
I agree. Again, the artwork is so pretty. I just, it's a real bummer. Yeah, it's a bummer.
And Moira, Santa Muerte borders, I have it but never use it. The borders are in your face. So she doesn't like them. Yep, not popular with everybody. So.
And I wonder if Bobby, if you have the pocket size, it's so little. It's so tiny. It's annoying. Both of them. Sorry guys, I'm trying to change my lighting. Yeah. Shouldn't be any borders on the big one, and the little one is too damn small. What are you gonna do?
You need more of the Goldilocks, not too hot, not too cold, just right in the middle.
It's tiny, and I have little hands. I mean, I know women that have smaller hands than me, but my hands are pretty small. I don't know who's using this pocket size. It's like, who's using it successfully?
I don't know. So he hasn't responded. So let's see. I did start a comment.
I'm gonna grab it. I'll show you guys. Okay, I really do like it a lot.
So if anybody, while Allison's doing that, if anybody would like a new moon reading, general reading, go ahead and put it in the. Okay, there we go. I put you on the big screen so that there's more than a pocket size. Oh, wow. That is small.
Tiny. Tiny.
I don't know. Mine are tiny. My Normans are tiny.
Smaller than.
I think my Lenormands here are smaller than that. Okay.
3 1/8. 3 1/8 by 2. Too small. Should be 2.5 by 3.5, which I think is the standard size for most pockets. I'm not sure, but it's so little. And again, borders, which is dumb.
Yeah, this is a 2.5 by 3.5. So.
Yes, which works.
Yes.
And there is a difference. 2.5 to 3.5. There's a whole world in there. Believe it or not, it makes a difference.
All righty. Steampunk Tarot Mini is unusably small. So
I have the Wild Unknown pocket size, and I also have a couple of the RWS pocket size. They're fine. And they're like, I think like what Heather said, I think they're like 2.5. I actually love the pocket size Wild Unknown. That's the one that just rides in my purse. Mm-hmm. It's in a tin.
I like to keep a deck in my purse at all times. Let's see. Would love a Wild Thing reading. Really like that deck. Wild Thing. I think
the Wild Unknown.
You. Yeah. Wow thing. So let me. Okay, so far we have Ange, Moira, and Bobby. So I was going to do random, but we don't have a lot of people in just as a yet. So we'll just start with Ange. And I'm using, well, I've got three Lenormand. Well, I have two Lenormands. I have my Moon, Queen of the Moon Oracle, and I have three tarot decks. My Hush, my Ethereal, and my Artist Decoded, because sometimes the energies switch up. So
you know what?
Okay, Christina.
Since we don't really have a lot of people here, if you don't mind, I'm gonna ask, like, Ange, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to pull from the Horror Oracle for you, and then from another Oracle deck, or do you want me to pull from the tarot, or what would you like? Again, we only have a few people we're gonna pull readings for, so we can kind of, if you don't mind.
Ooh, Ange. Do 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 do. You cue up the.
I mean, I'll pick if you want. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use the, unless she has. After Ange, I'll probably I keep looking at the Poe deck. I think I need to use the Poe deck for some reason. Horror Oracle and any other deck. Okay, cool. So I'll do I'll pull you a card from, again, and I literally just opened this, you guys. So I haven't even, here, I just cleansed it. I just ran it through some incense. I haven't done anything with it. So I'll pull you one from here. And then I'm going to pull a couple cards from the Poe Tarot. I'm not even going to do spreads, you guys. And I know I always do spreads. I'm really tired. I'm not really. So I'll have.
Yeah, I had two spreads all set out. And I'm thinking,
the Poe Tarot. The Poe Tarot is really cool for anybody that likes Edgar Allan Poe. It's tarot. And this is not usually my thing, but it does have, it has quotes from many of his books. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking. Okay. So Ange, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a couple more come in and added. So,
and I think Heather is doing new moon readings.
I was going to
eclipse readings, but I'm just pulling cards for the person.
Yeah, I'm just going to be, well, I'm just going to go by, it's just like a general, like little. We'll see how things go. Oh, okay, we got some more people coming in. Ellen R is here. Hello. Yeah, Audra, I don't have that spin thing. Debbie is here. Hello, Debbie. Veils, 3 shifting veils. Ellen, okay. So Allyson and I have 6 starred. Okay. Ooh, that came out. Okay. I'm shuffling the deck and going, why am I having a hard time shuffling the deck? The book was still in the. Oh, Heather. Y'all, it's been one of those days. Well, spinners are fun. I tried the one time and I couldn't get it to work. Alrighty, and so I got 3 cards. I think this is good, Ange. So for new moon, so I am looking at my, here, let me pull Ange one more. Let me pull another, here, let me pull another Lenormand. Because I get OCD like this. Okay. Alrighty. So, Ange, new moon, a new beginning. I got the 3 of Swords. And so I think with the 3 of Swords here is that there's been heartache, there's been some pain, and having things, sadness. Oh, how do I say this? Because 3 of Swords, it can be painful. It could be something that we have to let go that we've been holding on to. There are people that have been a part of life that we have to let go of. It could be jobs. It could be certain other. How do I want to? I don't want to say the word addictions like in drugs or anything, but just things that we find ourselves like unhealthily being drawn to, like dramas or um, so whatever. But the Three of Swords just really has to do with a lot of heartache. But we have that. We're moving on. Um, how to get started in releasing the heartache, the break. I got the clover, and I love this. Makes me think of Wicked with her green face, and with the clover, it's about abundance, success. So for me, this feels like it's moving. You're moving on. The healing has started, has taken place. You're back on your channel. You're doing beautiful collaborations, and you are moving forward. Um, it says here to let go of this, and I got the nourishment card. So we want to make sure that we're not letting go of our nourishment. We need to make sure that, again, any unhealthy eating or anything that that doesn't nourish our mind, body, and spirit, our soul, doesn't have to necessarily be food or recreational stuff, but also our thoughts, um, things that we look into, to fill the things, those things that fill our void, to make sure that we're nourishing our souls, and our bodies and our spirits, with the healthy things, and something an overall energy. I have the five of well, not the well, it's number five in the deck, but for the Lenormand from the De Louis Lenormand, I have the tree, and the tree represents health, our health, our security, our stability. To me, I always think of family tree, our family, and I love the cute little door. It's basically going within, getting grounded, feeling secure in your own home, feeling safe and secure within yourself, and just making sure that we don't isolate too much. Making sure that we know our boundaries, we know what is healthy for us, what isn't, and uh, yeah, just moving forward. And so I hope that resonated with you, and I'll give you over to Allyson. And I'll go ahead and mute myself. Hello, Fatima, my dear. Good to see you.
Okay, so this horror oracle, I don't know, not so much. But I'll read it. I'll read it. Anyways, separate from that, let's start with your real reading first. And actually, it's so funny. When I was doing my little spiel at my altar that I always do before I'm going to do readings, I realized everything that came out is what I had kind of said when I was standing there, even though I was not going to go that direction once I sat here, because I'm honestly kind of tired and I was feeling kind of lazy. Anyways, what does that mean? I was going to do eclipse readings with a couple of the oracle decks, and then I was going to do an actual, new moon reading with the tarot, and that's actually what ended up happening just now. Anyways, I have a good message for you, actually, from the tarot. I'm not going to get into a bunch of clarifiers or anything. I'm going to keep this pretty straight and to the point. But and I don't know how this applies, but this looks like home life, that kind of thing. I don't know you. But I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this is about your, like I said, your family life, your home life. Something is going to come together really nicely. I don't know what this is, but there is a union type situation in the past, and currently you're here in this very good energy, and the influence is everything coming into balance. So this is to come. If it hasn't happened yet, it's on the horizon, is what my reading is here. And the advice is just to kind of let this happen. You don't really need to do anything. Just let this carry out, and it will happen, and the outcome is lovely. So I have the Two of Wells here. Again, this is the Poe deck. And I have the Empress with Temperance and the Chariot and the Nine of Paws. And each one of these paws are the pentacles in this deck. And there's the little sketch drawing of Edgar Allan Poe that's done.
Oh, how cute.
It's so cute. Yeah, he's done kind of cartoony. I'm going to read to you what it says on the Empress card, just because I at least want to read one of these, and my eye was drawn to that one. It says, the angels whispering to one another can find among their burning terms of love none so devotional as that of mother. Which would, so, and I believe you are a mom. Is she a mom?
Mm-hmm. Yes, she is.
She's a mom. Yeah. So, but anyhow, so I have that. And then, and the bottom of the deck is the Hanged One, which is the Hanged Man in this deck, which really is about a new perspective and seeing things differently. So I feel like there's something in here, because the hidden influence is Temperance. Something, I'm not seeing anything negative here, but it looks like something is something is straightening out that maybe wasn't straightened out. And yeah, so again, I'm keeping these very simple and straightforward tonight. And then from the Beware the Happy Toxins, something is not quite what it seems, whatever that is. I'm just going to leave it at that. So it doesn't have to be big and dramatic, right? It could be anything. So if you have a feeling about something, or you're just kind of something uncertain, tapping into your intuition about something, yeah, you might want to take another look at that. And again, it could be nothing, right? So I got that. And then I'm going to go ahead and read you the one from the Oracle, Horror Oracle. I'm hoping the other ones are better than this. This one does not have me very excited. Again, so this is from Horror Movies. Okay, and I'm only doing this for October. And it was inexpensive, and I thought it was cute, and I'll just always have it for Halloween time, right? So this is the back of these cards, which I loved the backs with the goats, the two-headed goat, which I love if you know me. And then it's got little skulls. It's so cute. Anyways, this one is from the movie Hellraiser, which I never saw because I couldn't handle it. And that one's a little, and a lot of them are just really cool, like old, like horror movies, like just, Frankenstein and that kind of stuff. But this was one of the yuckier ones. But anyways, and the key word on this is experience. And I'll tell you what it says. And that's why I was kind of like, anyways, I don't know if it'll mean anything to you or not, but this is the card that came out for you. Okay. In an all or nothing culture that feeds on extremes, in which everything is the absolute best or the abject worst, it might be tempting to go many steps beyond. Can any mere mortals taste match the appetites of the explorer hellbent on pushing limits yet unknown to most? And I read it twice. I'm like, wait, what? So I'm going to read it again a little quicker because I wanted to say it very, okay. In an all or nothing culture that feeds on extremes, it might be tempting to go many steps beyond. Can any mere mortal's taste match the appetite of the explorer hellbent on pushing limits yet unknown to most? So, okay. And then if it comes out upright, there's another thing too. And I did them all upright. And it says, is it really worth it? So it's about doing extremes and situations and that kind of thing. You have to decide, is it worth doing that or whatever? I don't know if that means anything to you at all or not. Again, I just opened the deck, so maybe everybody's going to get a crazy card that doesn't mean anything to them. I don't know. But anyways, the key word is experience. So anyways, I feel like I've been talking for 20 minutes and I don't like to do that. So I'm going to stop, and that's what I got. Hope that was helpful.
And Ange says she is a mom of 2 teenage boys, 16 and almost 18. And you would not know it when you see Ange. Looking good, girl. So,
most mothers do look good. What does that mean?
Like all of us, okay. Look at Allyson. She looks good. So I'm not. She says, "Thank you, Allyson."
You're welcome.
And Moira says, "I picked up the zombie tarot last year for this time of year. I will have to get it out."
I have the zombie tarot. I actually pulled it out and then I put it back. I do not like that cardstock. It is so thick. Love the imagery. Love it, love it, love it. I just have a hard time pulling cards from it. But I love that deck. I really do.
Alrighty. And next up is Shenanigans. So
Shenanigans.
Yes. So I don't read too often.
What is it? Did someone say
Shenanigans? Okay. But all you have to do is just shenanigans. We all call them that.
I always write the whole thing down.
Oh, okay. Girl's got a system.
Someone say
shenanigans. That's how she taps into your energy. And they wrote okie dokie. So while she's shuffling, getting herself ready, I already went ahead and pulled cards for you. So shenanigans, a new beginning. I got the Knight of Pentacles. I pulled from the Hush Tarot, and I love pulling out the book because I love talking about the birds and the wildlife that are on the cards. I love learning all about the nature. And the Knight of Pentacles, thoughtful and prepared. So this is you. So new beginnings, maybe being more prepared, being more thoughtful. The Knight of Pentacles is that knight that kind of typically sees sitting on the horse and is very slow, very laid back, taking their time, not rushing into anything. Very interesting, just kind of being grounded, hanging out, maybe studying, spirituality. The metaphysics also is under Pentacles. And with this one here, with both hands, you have built a sturdy foundation. And you can see some of these little hands coming out of the ground. And there's a little key on there. And it says here, and so this is a blackbird. It says the blackbird shares your nesting nature. All that you have planted and invested in has come to fruition. Clarity of vision holds everything in order. So there's the key. You hold the key in your hands. New beginnings, starting something new. Perfect foundation with this new moon to start whatever this foundation that you have built to start working on, building up the energy up until the full moon. So wonderful card to start with. And this is very interesting. Shenanigans. I just realized it. I looked down. So for how to get started with this new beginning, be a little wary. I got the snake card, and this is from the quote unquote Black Witch Lenormand, but I just call it my witchy Lenormand. And we know again, the snake has to do with being watchful of people around you. You have this wonderful new foundation you're starting. You're getting into spirituality. You're getting new friends, but it feels like you sometimes I'm getting the word like prickles on the back of the neck, that there may be some people in your inner circle, whether family, friends, that just really don't have your best intention. Now I know Ramon would say, snakes also about shedding skin. Yep, that's another good thing you can say too. Snakes shed skin, but with the Lenormand, when you do shed that old skin, shed that people that you feel in your gut that know that, it's kind of those people that say one thing and then do another, that kind of energy. So start paying attention, just being awares of any people like that that might be in your circle or might be coming into your circle. Now with letting go of this. And so letting go, not of self-love, but letting go that there needs to be less self-negative talk and more self-love. So moving forward, more self-love. Start trusting in your gut. Start trusting in your own self-esteem, your own abilities, your own beliefs, thoughts, the whole gamut. It's kind of like not needing the validation of others, but having that innate self-love for yourself. So letting go of any of that negative talk or belief in yourself. And now this is the kicker, shenanigans. So the overall energy I pulled from the other Lenormand deck that I have. And guess what I got? The snake again. So shenanigans, overall energy. Just be wary of individuals around you. These may be people that you consider friends, or these may even be people that you don't know yet. But again, the snake came up again, and yes, I will reiterate: snakes are about shedding skin, transmutation, birthing into something new. But watching again, watching for that proverbial snake in the grass. Okay, yes, two snakes in one reading from two different Lenormand decks. So there's definitely something slithering around that you need to be awares of. Just start paying attention. Okay, and that's what I have for you. And I'll give you over to Allyson.
Good timing. So, shenanigans. Again, this is for like a new moon or whatever type of reading. So if you're not in this place now, although I feel like it could be, this is for to come. This is it. This is having you in a place where you are. It doesn't mean your life is perfect, but it's about recognizing and being happy and grateful for what you have. And because it wasn't always like this in some way. So I don't know if this is overall the big picture or if it's about illuminating an aspect of that is a reminder to you, just remembering that there is plenty to be grateful and thankful for and happy for. Yeah, and then there's some sort of hidden influence of maybe something that's happened more recently that kind of can shine a light on that, or that influenced, or had you recognized that, like maybe you went to like a family gathering or something, and it put things into perspective and made you recall something, or I don't know. I'm just using it as an example. Like there might have been something that has had you or will have you reflecting and recognizing and realizing what I just described, again, because in the past it wasn't always as it is now, which I would say is probably true for a lot of us, but that's what's here. The advice is for you to see what all you have put into having this be your reality now. Yeah. And the outcome is that you're going to be blessed with something new, because the Wheel of Fortune is here in the outcome. So I feel like this is kind of reaping what you've sown in a good way. So that's what I have for you. This, again, I'm using the Edgar Allan Poe deck, him with all of his little cats. So cute.
I love that. If Mozzie was here, he'd give you two paws up.
Right. This is a new beginning. It was clarified by the or reality or truth for you. And it could be something that is going to be very. The clarifier was the Ace of Quills, which is the Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. So, and at the bottom of the deck, I have the Emperor. So this is being very much in charge of everything, and yeah. Anyways, I pulled from the Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle, and I have Laughter Heals, which is exactly what it sounds like. And this could be regarding, what's that?
Is that a snake, hun?
No, it's a little crazy.
Oh, okay. Because
where the wild things are. And then there's octopuses wrapped around her hands.
Gotcha.
And she's standing in the water in this weird imaginary wild things place. So this is about
sorry.
Yeah, just being happy and joyous. And even, if things are down or when they are down, we all go through that, to always find laughter is so healing and that kind of thing. It's a very lighthearted little, message. But anyways, this is lovely overall. So hopefully that makes sense to you in some sort of way. But if not, it should, because that's what looks like is coming for you. So,
and just both of your readings are just so perfect for the beginning. I'm attempting. Thank you so much. But the kicker is, I just put a description for my channel, and it's that laughter is the best remedy.
Aw. Awesome.
Yes.
Well, good luck to you.
And the reason why, because from my perspective, it kind of looked like a snake, and I asked because he got the snake card from 2 different Lenormand decks in the same reading, which I was just like,
there's some I don't know if that's what you were looking at, but
the face made me think of a snake. So that's why I was like, oh wow, that would have been like, whoa, 2 snakes. So, but he says thank you. And I think you are a he, Shenanigans. I don't mean to assume. But if you could, let us know for future so that I address you properly. I asked if Christina was here. Excuse me. But she didn't respond. So right now we're going to go to Moira, because I know Moira is here. And I'm going to do a sip. Cheers, everybody. It's okay. I have masculine energy. Oh, Christina, you are here? Okay, well, we're going to do Moira, and then Christina, you'll be next. So I'm going to mute myself. Okay, that came out. Do I want to use the same deck? Okay. This is okay. All right. So, Moira, 3 of your cards are going to be coming from the Ethereal deck that Audra was just mentioning too in chat. So, for a new beginning, I got 7 of Swords, and 7 of Swords is about kind of being in like that defeat, the bullying, having to walk away, winning at all costs sort of deal. And with this card here, it's just kind of like you standing there, and all the people are like standing over you, pointing, and feeling like I don't want to say accusing, but just kind of like pointing the finger, shouldas, coulda, wouldas, those kinds of things. And this could very well too, with the swords, be also maybe something mentally you're projecting on yourself as well. But the 7 of Swords, oh wait a minute, am I thinking the 5? No, actually, Moira, let's step back. But that's part of the message, because the 7 of Swords is about walking away. Is that kind of like that trickery, taking what you can and leaving the rest. But it still feels like the 5 of 7 energy as well, with these lovely skeletons. So for me, this is feeling like walking away, taking what you can, leaving behind what no longer serves you. This is your new beginning. You're saying, F this, I'm done with this, I am moving on, and you're walking that path ahead. And they may be looming over you, and you may feel small, but you still have that beautiful light in front of you that's guiding you through that. And then perfect for the next card, how to get started. I got the star card for you. So the star card, all about keeping that goals, keeping that guiding light, keep looking ahead, things that you want to dream about, things that you want to you wish for, that you want to accomplish. It's all there. I mean, just look how beautiful that is. So coming into the new moon, maybe start writing down without knowing what you're leaving and walking away from. Write down what it is that you want to start manifesting into the full moon moving forward. And then to let go of this, the moon card. And the moon card, um, so with the moon card, we know that typically, people kind of get scared of the moon card because of the shadows, being afraid of looking into the shadows. Moira, do not, this is card saying not to be afraid. Is that when we we move towards that moon and we walk through those shadows and the moon shines that light, we use our inner intuition to guide us through those shadows. Um, so letting go of the fear, not being afraid of what that moonlight will shine upon, showing us the way. There's power in that. And with the moon card as well, not being afraid of, and I say not being afraid of, but not being hesitant, having the confidence to start tapping into and working with your intuitive abilities, your psychic abilities, reconnecting and healing that kind of like that wounded divine feminine, and allowing that moonlight to shine into all those shadows and letting go of that fear of what might be in there, because a lot of what your power is in with those shadows and what you see and what you embrace and what you work with. And the overall energy, I got the blue moon card, the unexpected. So moving through that tunnel with the looming, with the 5 and 7 energy I'm feeling from that card, keeping your eye on that star, keeping focused. Then you got the moon. I mean, two major arcanas in there, and then ending with the blue moon, unexpected. And this is lovely to me. This feels like you're moving forward and you have kind of like either leaning, this is you leaning on your higher your divine feminine. This could be your inner child leaning in with you. It just feels this very childlike, tapping back in again into that innocence and moving towards that beautiful light, and something beautiful and unexpected is going to come. So that's what I have for you, Moira. I hope that made sense. But oh my God, some of my favorite cards from this deck, the moon and the star, just how beautiful. So hello, CJ. Welcome, welcome. And I'm going to go ahead and mute myself so that Allyson can do her reading.
I'm here. Hold on one second. Interesting. Hold on one second.
The Moira, it was the ethereal and the Queen of the Moon Oracle.
So Moira, this feels kind of heavy. So I'm gonna just kind of read it neutrally and just kind of apply it. It makes sense. So there's something here that there's something here that I think this is not something new. This is something you've known about. I don't know how long, but there's something here that's kind of melancholy or not as you would have wanted it, or you're not you're not happy about it, whatever it is. There's a sense of sadness to whatever this thing is. This is something that you either know and it's your own private knowledge that's not shared, or it's just something that you intuit or you just have a feeling about, that kind of thing. This could be about it could be about a relationship, could be about a person. It isn't necessarily, but it absolutely could be. And this is something that's ran its course that needs to be, you know, that it's done in some way, right? There's an ending in some way, maybe just straight out, or something that needs to be redone. But there's the death is here and the Fool. If you do this, which is the advice, is to let this death happen, you'll then be able to go into an introspective place of healing and that kind of thing. Now, this sounds very dramatic, and maybe it is, or maybe it's not. You can water this all down and apply it to what is actually going on. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop there. And then I pulled for you from the Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle, and I got Guard the Nesting Ground, which is so cute. She's a little bird. It's so cute. This is about taking care of you and yours, your home, what's closest to you, protecting your, you know, your nest, right? Your safe space, your place, and whatever. You and anybody that needs your, you know, and I do think it's connected to this reading. It's not necessarily, but it absolutely could be. I'm just going to leave it there. I hope this makes some sort of sense to you. I could have gone down a whole rabbit hole on this one, but okay, great. All right. Good luck to you. See, this is one of those times where I wish I could just talk to you for a minute and nobody else could hear it. Because I'd be like, and
that's why I tell Allyson she needs to get
and ask you a couple things, and then I throw a little bit more, whatever, because I'm intrigued by this, but it's like I'm only going to take it so far in this very limited type of way of communicating. But anyways, okay, good luck to you.
All righty. That's why I keep telling Allyson, get the little sign outside her door that says, you know, tarot reading, so that people can come in and she can sit face to face and give them these amazing readings in person. And yes, he wanted to come and say hi. I had to get the cookies out of his eyes first. So he says, hi, everybody. Hi, Auntie Allyson. Happy Halloween, everybody. And yes, so people, cute. Please keep if you have black cats, please keep them indoors, especially this time of year, because we know what people are like. And so we got their babies. Well, that's working at the shelters because it's October. The shelters have to put a hold on adoptions and things for black cats because of stupid things that people will do to a black cat for Halloween, or they think it's cool to get a black cat for Halloween, and then they adopt and then they get returned, and then sometimes, you know, it's just something that occurs. I learned that working at the animal shelters. So when I was in Arizona, because people are stupid, Allyson, you know. They do stuff like that. She doesn't, you don't get it.
It's not that I don't get it. I'm just
people do, you know. I so keep an eye
I
on
think that can happen, but
so, but Christina is next. Christina said that she was here, and there's her name for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, my babies are precious.
Oh, you guys, I want to get a cat so bad, but I'm not doing it. I'm going to be responsible and be an adult and do it when it makes sense.
And Ellen says, I used to do volunteer work at a cat rescue. We used to transport black cats from New York to Massachusetts where people really wanted black cats. Yeah, that's beautiful, Ellen. Yeah, I miss Massachusetts. I miss going to Salem. I miss that. Maybe one of these days before I go. Alrighty, so I'm going to go mute myself for Christina. No, I don't, because I already pulled cards for you, Christina. I try to be a step ahead. So, Christina, I pulled from the Artist Decoded tarot deck for you. And this is one of my favorite AI decks. I have two of them. Here's maybe a couple, but the Artist Decoded and the Knight of Wands. And wands are about fire, creativity, motivation. So a new beginning for this new moon. I love this. There's something I feel like you have, with the page, you're kind of like looking at the wand going, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? You felt the motivation, that energy was there, but you quite, with the Knight of Wands, that's moving forward. And I love the pyramids in the back. The pyramids about the mystery, the magic, the creativity. Um, I don't know if you feel like you want to start doing some more spiritual work. I don't know if it's magical work, but most spiritual work is magic. It's just called something differently. And so with this, this Knight of Wands, there's the fire, there's the creativity, there's the desire, the passion to do something new, and you have that idea and you're moving forward with it. And I want to just find, because in this book, it offers a a prompt for individuals to get their creativity going. And let's see. Oh, I just heard from Ginger. We have power. Yay. Okay, but Nancy lost her internet again. Oh, shoot. All right, it's going to happen. So, yes, charm, passion, and adventure. So, this new moon, you really got something going on. And, oh, let me shut this off, you guys, so you don't hear that. Sorry. There we go. So, innovation, impulse, imagination, adventure. So, um, I'll skip the prompt because it's really long. I don't want to hold us up. But just know, whatever this creative drive and urges, do it, because I looked at the bottom for how to get started, and I got the Three of Wands. You got everything, more wands. You got everything in place. You're looking at that portal, that vortex, that's great beyond, and it's about taking that step, having the courage from the Two of Wands, and now moving forward and saying, okay, I'm doing this. Everything's all staked in. Just time to move forward. It's time to get the hands out of the pockets and take that step forward. So you need to let go of this. And from my moon oracle, the fear. For a lot of us, being afraid to step forward and do something new is out of fear. So we need to let ourselves out of our cage. Let those chattering, those, well, the crows and the birds, that could be considered like the chattering negative voices of doubt or insecurity or fear. But also they're about magic again. They're about mystery. The birds, especially the crows and the ravens, they're so very intelligent. So letting go of that fear, just, let them lift you, let them carry you, do what it is, whatever something might. And I'm getting the feeling maybe something happened some years back, maybe where you felt like you were shamed, or you were like put down for wanting to try something, or you felt bad for wanting to do something for yourself, something that you really want to explore, that was always a passion of yours. Time to move on. And the overall energy, and it's perfect. It's Libra season. You got the balance. So you're on your swing. You got perfect balance. Everything that you need is all there within you. You got your Three of Wands, you got the motivation just to let go of that fear. Um, Stay balanced. You're in that balance, you're in that zone, and time to move forward. And that's what I have for you. And Audra said, I just adopted a friend's cat that Aww. Hemingway. Oh, with the extra toes, the polydactyl, yes, how cute. Um, And let's see, you will rewatch. Okay, bye, Maura. You're welcome. And Christina, you are so right, Heather. I definitely want to move forward towards new venture. Girl, whatever it is, you're all set and raring to go. And I love the mysteries, the pyramids, that sense of magic, adventure, creativity. Just go for it. There's that beautiful portal, that gateway. It's just all there open to you, waiting for you. Just got to let go of that fear. Get that fear in check, and everything will be perfectly balanced out. I'll give it to Allyson.
Christina, I got a beautiful reading for you. There's this is the best reading I've seen in quite a while, actually. So there's something that you might have even manifested this, or something that you wished or prayed for or hoped for. You are going, this is here in the past, and presently we have the karmic wheel is here. And the hidden influence, I think, is your input here. And you, you might have like thought about manifesting or done like a little thing with manifesting and or wanting to manifest something and then just kind of forgot about it, which is actually the best way to do it. I just got that. You have something really good coming in that's going to be, it's going to make you very happy. It could be a relationship, but I'm not, I think it's going to be more something that it could be like, it could be a new home. It could be a new, it's something for you that you have wanted. Anyhow, the outcome has you as the Empress, which is abundance and fruitful and beauty and femininity and, you know, all these beautiful, lovely things. This whole thing is gorgeous. And it's just major arcana, just all major arcana. So this is a big deal. This is coming. I do feel like you manifested this. What is this? I don't know. And I'm tempted to pull more on it, but I'm not going to. We're just going to leave it alone. And you don't need to do anything. Just live. Just do what you're doing. This could involve another person. I mean, I have the Emperor and the Empress here. I mean, I don't know anything about you, which is how I prefer it. But it doesn't feel like a love reading. It could be. This feels like it's more about you. But after having said that, I do have the Emperor, the Empress, and the Hierophant. So could that be a marriage or a relationship or all that kind of stuff? Yeah. We'll just get that out of the way. Yes. But anyhow, so if any of this has started to materialize, great. If not, and I'm not saying you manifested this, but it could have just been a wish or a hope. But nonetheless, remember I said all of this. This is a future thing, I believe. I mean, it's possible some of this has already started, but anyway, so that's it for that. And then I pulled from the Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle, and I love this, especially after that reading. I got Be Yourself.
Aww.
Which is exactly what look at this little homely little creature. She's so cute in her little dress. Her little dress, it's kind of like a mushroom when you look at it. And she's got a vial of something around her neck, you know, as you do. And with her wispy, crazy hair, but it Be Yourself. So yes. So for me is further confirmation. Just do your life. And yeah, that's what I got for you. Let's see. Hold on. I already shuffled this.
In case he doesn't see chat. Bobby, are you still here? Oh, I got flip on there.
4 wands. Celebration. I just pulled a card to clarify the whole thing.
Nice.
Ooh, and I just got covered in goosebumps. You're in. You're on. Just sit back and wait for it to happen. Let us know. Come back and let us know what the hell happened.
Love the cards, especially the last one.
Yeah, you got the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Empress.
Oh my God.
And the 10 of Cups.
You got
I'm
the
like,
universe behind you.
Really?
Wow. I'll take those cards.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Alrighty, so thank you, Allyson. And I think we lost Bobby, but I don't think Bobby is here. So Melly, you are going to be next because I know that you requested and I've seen you in chat. So Melly, I'm just trying to find her name here for you. Her channel is Enchanting Lunal Guidance, and her name is Melly, Meli. And then Ellen, you'll be at next after.
Enchanting Lunal Guidance.
Okay. Her name is Melly, Meli.
That's all right. I just need her channel name.
Okay. And welcome, Nathan Cannon. New here. Thank you. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. She says, I will let you know. Okay, so Ellen, you will be after Enchanting Lunal Guidance. Okay, so Melly, my dear, I pulled straight up from the Lenormand for the De La Nuit, and I really didn't go by the questions. It was just like shuffle this card, this card, this card, and then one from the moon. So for me, that's still going to be like the overall energy. So Melly, the first card I have is the mountains, which is all about obstacles. It's this big, huge mountain, and you see these tiny little folks. There's a tiny little door there, but it just seems like things are insurmountable. That there is a mountain, that obstacles are in a way. So with this new moon, if there's something new or something that you've been wanting to do, it may feel like you're stuck, you're unable to move, or things just seem to be insurmountable right now. I mean, that's a huge cliff. But what's beautiful too is look at that bright sun and clouds behind. So you know that once you find your way to that door, to me, that looks like a little door, and you get to the other side, just staying focused, staying grounded, and moving forward. Because the next card I have is the clover, and the clover again is about good luck. It is about prosperity. It's about abundance. It's about success. So once you overcome those obstacles, you'll start seeing your patience, because with a mountain like that and obstacles, it takes hard work and sometimes patience to get over it. And this one here, I wrote something on the back for this. You may feel exhausted, despair, or paralyzed. Yeah, but like it says, it's going to need patience. You may feel like you are at an impasse right now, but knowing as we're moving forward, if I were to look at the spread, how to get started, this could be just having the faith, knowing that the luck is coming through, things are going to be working in your favor, just kind of putting like not the nose to the grind, but just we have to do the work, but just know that the work that you do is going to be successful. And climbing a never ending, yeah, I hear you, my dear, the same thing. But with the success coming through, you did get the anchor card, and the anchor is about foundation, solidifying. So this is about getting yourself anchored, grounded. You'll have that sense of security, that sense of stability. Um, and then for, the overall energy, I love this guy. Look at the little ducks on here. This is the trust card. This is the egg moon. Um, and she's in there. She's kind of like incubating. She's streaming. She's waiting. And I love the fact that it's like that sense of protection. You got your bubble around you, um, but you're growing with inside. You're dreaming, and I feel like perhaps this impasse and being able to get successful and moving forward, because you do have the ships too in there. So the ship's going to be moving, and you're going to set anchor, and you're going to feel more grounded within yourself. You're going to feel things are going to start working out for you. And with this card here, the word here is all about trust. So the overall energy is having trust. Time maybe for the winter to nestle, to nest, and um, and during the winter, dreaming, planning, preparing, and then you got the two beautiful little ducks out there, waiting for you to hatch, so to speak. So whatever it is, hang in there, have trust, have faith. And a lot of these cards, are really important for a lot of us, because I think a lot of us are going through similar things right now. And for me, a lot of this energy resonates. So, and she just popped on. I'm done. So just have trust, my dear. And just make sure you get yourself grounded, especially with the winter coming in. And just, don't let go of those dreams, my dear. Let those ducks are protecting you. Aren't those cute, Allyson? Look at the little ducks. I love this card. It's one of my favorites. So, in the spring, those ducks, they're going to be there incubating. You're going to be warming up. You're going to be waking up, and things are going to start. I think you'll start seeing the fruits, of your dreams, and that trust coming through at that time. So, alrighty, I'll be quiet, and I'll give you over to Allyson.
Hi, enchanting lunar guidance. It looks like you're going through something here. I can't imagine that this hasn't begun yet at all. Maybe it hasn't. And again, you can always adjust this how it makes sense, because this looks kind of like a downer, to be perfectly honest. And I hate reading readings like that, but I also read what I see. So the whole advice here, honestly, from Spirit is for you to move forward from this thing that you're going through or about to go through, or wherever you are in whatever this is, to pick up and move forward. Once you've done that, you can grieve or mourn or whatever this thing is, and please do that. Go through that process. Don't just glaze over and not deal with it, whatever it is. And yeah. Oh shoot, hold on 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
And she says, I do appreciate the honesty, Allyson. So
sorry, I had to grab that. Yes, of course. You're welcome. So let me back up a little bit, because I just wanted to say that part. There's something here in the past that that was probably quite nice at some point, and I don't know if it changed abruptly, or if there was just a decision to move on from this thing, or there was a quick change or what, but there was something here. It could be another person. It could just be a situation, but where I see you right now is moving forward with whatever you've put into place as the plan, right? And the hidden influence of all this is what you have invested. And I think you're taking it with you in some aspect, whatever this is, whatever you have built. Nine of Pentacles, right? So again, the advice from Spirit, just right now, just move forward, do what needs to be done, get in your chariot, right? Tarot talk, and do your thing. And then, do the the inner work, Five of Cups, Ten of Wands. And those came out together. So that is important. So not that you wouldn't, but some people don't. And so maybe that's why it came out. Or, maybe you just work a lot or what, I don't know, but it's saying go through the process. So you can let that shit for real go, whatever it is or was. Again, doesn't have to be that dramatic. Maybe it is. I don't know. I mean, I don't think this is the end of the world, not to make light of it. You've got one major arcana here. So yes, it might be painful or upsetting, whatever this is, you will get through this and you'll be better for it. Might not seem that way right now, but yeah, I could see it here. Then from the Wild Things, whatever it's called, I can't remember it ever for some reason. Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle. Navigate with Flow is the card that I have for you. This is about,
that is so cute,
doing what feels right, tuning in, listening to your gut, including people in your environment. Is this person right? Should I be talking to this person? Should I be pulling my energy back? Should I be this is in all aspects, right? Everything right now needs to be on your energetic vibrational level where you need it to be for you. You can also pull back and hermit in ways. This is navigate with flow. This means making sure everything resonates where you need it to be. And if it doesn't, it's out. You need it to be, look at all these things that pop up. You need it to be where you need it to be. This is part of the healing process. Then I also got Remember the Bones. This is about going back to basics, remembering what is most important, which is you. And there's nothing wrong with doing that, and getting right down to what is most, what is important, right? Three of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, right? What you've invested, what you've created, what is yours, not that that's exactly what that is, but you can lend it to that as well, right? This is, actually, I'm going to stop there. I hope this makes sense to you or applies in some sort of way. I don't want you to have to be going through or dealing with any of this, but hopefully, this can be helpful in some sort of way. And the sun will come back out. So
you have no idea how spot on you are, Allyson.
Yep. Okay. I've seen it where others would. Oh, honey. Yeah. And not to diminish yours, but I get that. I've been there. I get it. And I feel for you. Absolutely. Yep. And you will come out on the other end of it. And yep. And you'll be untouchable. So good luck to you.
I appreciate you, ladies. It all makes so much sense, and I needed to hear it. You're welcome.
Good luck,
You're welcome, Melly. So next up is Ellen R. And I have quite a few cards for Ellen. Ellen, I think you're still here. She said I was. So, yep, she says she's up here. Okay. So I'm going to go down here. And Ellen, so for you, I'm here. Okay, so Ellen, I was working with the spread, but I'm just going to kind of look away from the spread and just look at the cards. So I used the Hush Tarot for you, and I did get the Four of Cups. And with the Four of Cups here, of course, we know it's about apathy. Traditionally, you have one person holding you a cup, and you're looking at the other things that are kind of falling over. but there's that one cup that either you don't want to look at, or it may not be what you want. I want to say want to hear, but they're that traditionally that cup. But what the way Jeremy writes this is that you are seeing the world as a dried up husk with its dull browns. Of course, unmotivated by the current situation, you need to look deep within yourself to find understanding and meaning. So I wanted to see how actually that would be like the new beginning. So we're looking at this. This is how things are kind of are right now. This is how things are coming to be, especially with the way with things are going on in the country, with the disasters and with the politics, and then everything going on in the world, and then with our personal lives, it can just, sometimes just be overwhelming for us. And at the bottom, it said how to get started. Well, I wanted to was at the bottom of the card to go along with the top, and I got the death card. This is the Balder Eagle, and of course, we know about death is about rebirth. And I think this is what's going on, though. For me, Ellen, let me know if I'm wrong, but it just feels like this world you see in this world as dull and brown and dried up is because of all the deaths that we are seeing in the world. I mean, we are going through our own personal rebirths and moving forward, and so I think I'm feeling like this could represent both, you know um, the death that we see in the world, and then knowing that we feel this way, but wanting to change and have that positivity looking forward and moving forward. And so we acknowledge, with death comes rebirth, and we're ready for that rebirth. And new moon is a great time for, yes, Nathan, a rebirth. So it's good for the new moon to have that rebirth, to start initiating, letting go of what, we feel is dead or hollow within our lives, or what we see in the world, and know that we can rebirth ourselves anew. And I wanted another card from the Jeremy deck, and I got the wheel of fortune, and a little ant in the middle of the leaf, kind of like being in the not sure which way he's going to go, but knowing that he's going to have faith that things are going to go the way for him. So, um, just staying positive, staying in a good headspace with everything, seeing it this time as a form of rebirth. And so, for we would typically be letting go of this. I'm going to move away from that, though. I did get the unexpected. So this card came up again, the blue moon. So something unexpected is going to come up. And I love, again, because the blue moons is like, because for me, it's like the miracle card. It's like the epiphany card. It's like okay, I just went through the rebirth, and oh, look what just opened up to me. And then, okay. So I ended up picking three cards from my Witchy Lenormand. I got the heart, so this has to do something with the heart, not necessarily anything physical, because we don't, do medical. But if it is something physical, then of course, to see the doctor and everything. But I'm getting the heart. This is something that's really heavy in your heart or setting within your heart. I did get the tree card, and the tree is about health, but to me, it's also about family as well. Looking at our health, getting grounded, um, getting rooted, learning to get rooted, and then being able to still to reach our branches up, finding that middle ground, that world tree, where we're taking care of our health, our heart happiness, our family. And then the last card to go with it, I got the mice. And the mice typically represents, the people that are mischievous. It could be actual physical people, it could be doubts, it could be thoughts that we are having, but it just feels like there are things going on internally and externally that are just kind of like, I need I need a rebirth. I need a change. Having faith that the wheel, things are turning in your favor. You know, look at that, what that other cup is, because that other cup can be so unexpected, can be just absolutely that beautiful light, at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. But it just feels like your heart, you're trying, it's like you want to give your heart, you wear your heart on your sleeve. You care about people. You want, to be able to help people. You want to be able to help the world. But then sometimes you see it takes a toll on our health. Our families take a toll on us. The world takes its toll on us. And we just need to make sure that these little guys aren't feeding on our fears, or people aren't feeding. And two, with the mice, they're very resilient. They're resourceful. So look at that as a positive way too. And I'm just going to stop there and see what Allyson has. Okay, Kristen, thank you, my dear. Thank you for hanging out with us. And let me just see here. I think I know what this is about. I have been thinking about something that I want as part of my life. It's not going to happen. But I keep reminding myself that life is good. So the Four of Cups still looking okay, even without that thing that I wanted. Okay, let's see what Allyson gets. Um, so I hope that helped, Ellen. Just know there's that light at the end of the tunnel, my dear. You know, beautiful transformation, rebirth. This is the perfect season for that. So, alrighty, all yours.
Hi, Ellen. So there's a couple different ways I could read this, which you could say that probably about just about any spread, but so I'm going to pull way back and read this in a very broad sense, and then you can just apply it any of those ways. See, again, this is one of those times where I wish she was sitting here, because I could say da 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 da, da and she would go, oh, and then I'd go, well, but you can't do that. So, so there is most likely a relationship, or not necessarily related, something that's of emotional value, care, concern, something in the past that's that was established in the past. Here we are in the present, with this connected to that, either this relationship or that there's something something of connection to whatever that. I feel like this is a relationship. It isn't necessarily. Anyhow, you have thought about, and you intuitively knew, and have also put a lot of thought into something related to all of that. There's something, suspect, feel, inner wisdom, da 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 da, whatever it is. And then possibly directly connected or somehow connected. I hope this isn't getting too vague. There's some sort of conflict here. And either you owe somebody an apology or they owe you an apology. There's something here about that. If that can happen, but there needs to be some shit talked about, discussed, figured out, resolved, whatever. Again, I could say way more and get in deeper if you were actually here. There's a decision that needs to be made or was made about things moving forward and how they're going to move forward. So I don't know if this is your personal life, if this is a job, if this is family, inner stuff. I don't know. But 1, 2, 3. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Yeah. You got 3 out of 5 cards that are majors, and then with clarifiers, you got 2 more. So anyways, and then from the Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle, I pulled Bloom in the Mud. This is about, finding your happiness where you can find it amongst all the shit, right? Of whatever's going on, and just trying to find your happiness where you can, if it makes you feel better to put on lipstick, then put on lipstick, right? Or, whatever, doing little things, whatever. That's just a random example. So anyways, I'm going to stop there. I hope this made sense to you. I don't know if you've not said anything. Heather hasn't put anything up, but that's what I got for you. And hope this was helpful. Again, I could get a lot more into this and go the right direction if we can communicate a little bit, but all right.
I'm sure she must be typing.
Anybody else?
Early Ritual showed up. Hey, Tom.
Hey, Tom. And you know what, you guys, I'll be back in like 1 minute. I'm going to use ladies' room. I'll be right back.
Okay, we just have one more. Oh, and there was okay, Ellen, I'll make sure that she sees this. Here, let me star this. Oh, God. StreamYard's being a boob tonight. I'll just leave that up there. So, Bobby, you'll be our last read for the night. Chris and Louise had to leave, so I'll just do that. And then when Allyson comes back, Ellen, I'll let you know. Withdrawn. Okay, with families past yet. So who, Bobby? Which deck? Do I use the Ethereal, Bobby, or do I use the Hush? Let's go with the Ethereal. Okay. Or do we want the Witch? Ooh. No, I can't have that many cards. See, the thing with the Ethereal is they're so damn long. It makes it hard to shuffle when they're bending in my hands. So, oh, okay. It's like a concoction tonight, Bobby. The cauldron is boiling, it's bubbling. Actually, what's on the bottom of the deck is going to be how things get started. 8 of Cups. Yeah, okay. Alrighty. Aww. How to let go of this and overall energy. Let's pull from the other Lenormand. Okay, let me save all this for you, Ellen. Star comment.
Okay.
Okay, so before Bobby's our last reading, but she had some things for you, Allyson, Ellen. It could be any of those things. I am avoidant. I won't engage in a dispute, but just withdraw. I've done that with family members, past relationships, jobs. So Allyson, you picked
Hold
up
it. Can you put that back and let me just read it?
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. Allyson, it could be any of those things. Ellen, that does help because I can,
she said you picked up a pattern in her life too, if that helps.
Exactly. And that's what this is then. So it's like, and you're not going to want to hear this. The advice is about have the conversations.
And here's one more for you.
Have to just, if you do the things that I was talking about, you don't have to do them, it will help, because the outcome, then you have the Fool, and this is you coming into your power, Queen of Candles, which is the Queen of Wands. So there's so much more I could say on all this, but okay, all right, and it's up to you. It's up to you to handle it that way or not handle it. We all have free will, right? So all right, who are we reading next?
She has one more for you. She says, "Were apologies owed?" Yes, but ties are cut.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
So we are reading for Bobby.
Okay, cool.
Let me find. There we go.
Oh, I didn't know Fiora was with 2 R's.
So, Bobby, I have some interesting cards for you. So from the Ethereal, I'm going to open right up to, because Vixen's got a whole interesting way of looking at his cards. You got the basics, but he has that little extra that he adds to him. So, a new beginning. You got the Queen of Cups, my dear. And the Queen of Cups, of course, the nurturer, having that emotional stability in one's life, compassionate. And he also writes here, intuition, just got to watch out for the martyrdom. Okay. But you are very kind, you are very loving, and I just want to see, because I know there's something here, sharing honest insight, uh acting as the looking glass, the empath for others. That just jumped right out to me. So you are doing more of this, but I think this also requires you doing this for yourself as well. Um, but as this new beginning, to nourish this, there are some things that you need to walk away from. I got the Eight of Cups, and this could be unhealthy emotions. Oh, here, let me hold on a second, Bobby. My iPad just went into low power mode here. Alrighty. Okay. So with the Eight of Cups, the walking away, leaving these things behind, emotional things from the past, the baggage, everything, just leaving that all behind and just moving to something better. And I love how it's almost kind of, she's moving forward, but there's also above. So as above, so below. I'm just going to say it. So the emotional things that, the love coming from above and the love coming from below. And here you are in the middle. And here you are stuck in the middle with you. Has to got a little bit of song in there. But here you are, that beautiful light moving forward. You are moving towards something better, Bobby. And, you know, that beautiful Queen of Cups. Um, let that shine. Let that be who you are. Um, and let that, what happened in the past. What would be the next card, just for the hell of it? The Ace of Swords. New ideas, new ways of communicating, new visions. So yeah, you're really starting to move forward with your business, your readings, your academy, um, the things that were in the past, that you're walking away from. You know, I think there's still some that needs to be, walked away from. Now, with letting go of, well, I'm not going to really follow letting go with this, but I did pull from the Witchy Lenormand, and you got the child card. And here again, it's about embracing that inner child, not being, don't be afraid to play, don't be afraid to embrace that child. Um, Walking away doesn't mean you leave the child behind. That child is still with you, and she loves to play with fire. So again, playing with your creativity, that childlike innocence, again, moving forward. You're seeing this in the world. And I have, for the last overall energy, I got the Stork card for you from the De Louis, Lenormand. And I like looking at the De Louis because they provide questions and they provide affirmations for you. So what this card is, because the stork brings good news, doesn't necessarily mean a baby, but a new job, a new project. Things are coming to you. Having that ability to be patient, to wait, because storks are known, are what's that word? They're creatures of habit. They follow that, the migration, back and forth. They return every year to nest, to birth, to create. And the secret question for you in this is, are you ready to adapt to any change that life could bring you? And then the affirmation, I am open to any change that may occur, for I know this change will be beneficial for all. And that's what I have for you, Bobby. I hope that helped, and I'm curious to see what Allyson got. So I hope that resonated.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to pull my oracle too. I just want to pull one from this Wild Things deck.
I just love the artwork, and on some of these cards are just absolutely stunning. Just love it. Beautiful. I love it when Allyson shuffles. It's like she's beating the hell out of those cards.
Oh. I what?
So I love hearing you shuffle. So it's like beating the hell out of those cards. I just, yeah.
Actually, I'm very gentle with my cards, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
No, it's very rhythmic. Okay, so I didn't even get a chance to look at this. Okay, hold on 1 second. So you are triumphant in some sort of way, and that's being recognized right now, right? So there's something here that you have, that you're being recognized from this. You've overcome this. You've done whatever this thing is. This was strategic, right? Not surprising. Whatever this thing is that you did. And there's a lot of care for, nurturing in some capacity of the self, right? Possibly purposely so. Like maybe you didn't do that before, but then there was a concerted effort to make sure that you do this for yourself. In the past, there was the devil. That's not the case now. So whatever the devil means for you, right? So that was then, this is now. Everything that I just described. So, and sometimes that's how I like to do it. So this is where we are now. That was in the rear view though. The advice is to keep on keeping on, doing what you're doing. This thing that you've done and accomplished, it might be something, especially I'm seeing now that it was devil energy. This is something that you need to stay on top of, whatever that is. There can be some sort of like a conflict from time to time that's somehow connected to this thing, but you have triumphed. Yeah, and you move forward, and yeah. But the clarifier that I got on that was the 5 of Candles, which is the 5 of Wands in this deck. So that's why I'm saying that. But and that feels true. The outcome, the Lovers, and I'm gonna see that as like a decision that was made, or like this is the way it is in some sort of way, and or a relationship with yourself, the Lovers being you with your higher self, or you with you, or whatever. I just got goosebumps. But that's the decision. And the clarifier on that is the Hanged One, which is like seeing everything from a different perspective ultimately than from maybe where you did it one time. Yeah, that's what I got. And then the from the Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle, I got Guarding the Nesting Ground. Somebody else got this a few minutes ago, which is so funny. This is about you taking care of you taking care of you and yours. Which, why wouldn't you, right? But this is about, and with everything that we just talked about, I feel like this egg maybe is you. You taking care of you, loving you, doing what you need, what Bobby needs, that kind of thing. And I'm sure I don't know if you're in a partnership or not, but your partner, whoever lives under your roof, if you have pets or whatever, it's just a reminder, probably more so. This is more of just like just keep doing more of what you're already doing. You take care of you and yours. And you're able to do that because you are in this, it's more like an Empress energy, than what was, before. I'm going to stop talking. I hope this was helpful. And I think that was our last one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And my Lenormand card was a nest too. So,
what's
but Bobby, my Lenormand card for Bobby was, the storks in a nest with their eggs. So it's interesting that you got another nest too, with the storks. And Bobby did say, and he's very open about it, I was a hardcore drug addict and he was homeless. He shared his story.
Wow.
So when I saw you pull that double, I was like, yep. And him and his partner have been together for 25 years, and he's a Capricorn.
Oh.
That equates to the devil also.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. He says thank you.
It's in the past position, so it's probably the what you first mentioned. But wow, how many years? How many years sober are you?
Oh, I don't know. That was just his partner and him being together for 25. I don't know how long.
This feels like, and that makes sense with the whole, because it's something you got to stay with, right? And that's because that's how that stuff works. And wow, very cool. Very cool. I wonder if maybe you just had an anniversary or something like that, with your sobriety and all that. But anyhow, congratulations, and I'm glad this makes sense. And
awesome. So yes, that was.
I'm loving my Poe deck tonight. I
know, it's so cute.
I'm so glad I pulled it out. I'll be using it this month, especially. I love anybody that's interested in something new or fun, like for this season. I mean, you can use this anytime, but this is lovely. 24 clean from hard drugs, race through. Aw, good for you. I love success stories like that. That's beautiful.
Me too. Yeah, that Poe deck is cute. I like to maybe get that in the future, especially with the kitty cat paws all over it.
Yeah, I need to. I should have read. Where's the Devil? Because that was I don't remember if that was the only major that was in Bobby's. Oh no, the Empress. I already read the Empress though. I read the Empress earlier for Ange.
So Tom Early Ritual has a message for you when you're ready.
For me?
Mm-hmm.
Did he pull cards for me?
No, he says, Allyson, do an extra cleanse in your room tonight. You know me, I'm not one for this, but I thought I saw something there earlier. I am sure it was pareidolia, but he would just like you to do an extra cleanse tonight.
Okay, I've been burning and I did my whole thing at my altar, but I will.
That's unusual for Tom to say that.
Pareidolia
is when you think you see something.
When you're paranoia?
No, it's like when you see like things in the clouds, or you think you see a face in a picture or something. Sometimes it becomes pareidolia.
Extra cleanse in my room. Damn. Okay. Thank you.
Like when someone will take a picture and go, "Oh, I see a smoke thing. Oh, I think I see a face." Well, yeah, it could just be, this or that, So kind of like pareidolia, seeing things and seeing patterns.
Wow, that's kind of weird. And I will, because guess what? Let me read this card. This was for Bobby. The Devil.
Ooh.
The Devil card, and this is what it says on it. It says, and then after what Tom just said, it says from every. So they're all, for anybody that missed it, this Edgar Allan Poe deck. The lady that created this deck, she put a quote from each card has a quote from one of Poe's writings. So it says, from every depth of good and ill, the mystery which binds me still And then in parentheses, it says, when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view. So I'll say that again. From every depth of good and ill, the mystery which binds me still, of a demon in my view. And he just said about seeing something.
Ooh. Goodness, shivers.
But I will. Anyways, I love this deck. Yeah, I love this deck.
All righty. So everybody, thank you. What did Bobby say? I'm coming dinner and then going to live test my internet. So good luck with your internet. Enjoy your dinner. Allyson and I are doing Friday, but is there anything else that because sometimes when you find time, Allyson does really great fire signs, water signs, air sign, reading placements. Do you plan on doing any of that this week, or just I
Probably not? It's Wednesday.
Okay. All right.
But soon, like I mentioned on our Friday Night Live, I did a whole recording for Aries, Leo, Sag, and then realized there was something in there that was showing that was not going to work, so I had to delete the whole thing.
And Christina said, I felt the same like early ritual. Someone was there. Interesting.
Bad?
I don't know. Bad.
I never have anything bad.
I can always pull cards afterwards too. Or we can talk afterwards, but
no, it's fine.
Okay.
But I'll sage.
He says indifferent.
I've been ringing my bell and I burned my incense and I did my prayer. I don't know what else I can do.
And Bobby says, I'm getting the Poe deck out in a couple of weeks. Wonderful. So, all righty. Well, it might have been just someone there, and then they saw them, and just to let you know, you have a visitor. It might be a message or something. Not bad.
Okay, not so bad. Tom, pull cards for me. Tell me what it was, or what'd you see? And don't say no. Pick the appropriate deck. I'll wait right here.
I don't think anything bad. And he says, I can. Okay.
Thank you.
Can I pull two? So I'm seeing
actually, you know what? I already know.
Tom says, no, I have to. Yes, you do.
It's Tom. My grandfather's birthday in a couple days. And I was just thinking about him. This is my
information.
This is my great grandfather. And as I just talked about him, hold on one second. In here.
Oh, she's showing the picture. Aw.
Right here.
Right here. Hey, great granddad.
Remember I told you about my grandparents that were both practicing witches?
Mm-hmm.
That's him.
Oh, nice.
Oh, somebody is smoking pot outside and
Welcome to my place. I gotta keep my window closed now most of the time.
Man, you know what? Not that it's just, I'm a bus driver, you guys. I can't breathe that in. I can't, no. I get drug tested regularly. No.
And Christina said the same thing. Not bad.
That's the aspect that bugs me. Yeah, is you not that you're gonna flunk a blood test because you got a whiff of pot, but it's like, some of us, it's like, it's for that reason. It's like, come on, guys.
I got some interesting cards. I pulled 6 of Swords, so it's like he's crossing over. Ace of Wands to give you a message, and I got the Hermit card. He's got white hair like a grandfather would, so that's kind of cute. And Tom says yes, right by the door. So Christina and Tom are are connecting. So there you go. And he says, just give him a couple minutes.
Thank you.
Tom, you got to come on.
That would be my guess. Like if it looked like somebody, because I was just thinking about him, and yeah, actually his birthday is the 7th, so which is actually it's Monday. But I was just thinking about him because then I'm like early, like I don't know, a couple hours ago, I'm like, should I drive out? Because the grave is like it's almost an hour away. Not that I need to go visit his grave, but I'd like to go. You guys know I like cemeteries and I love going in the fall. And I haven't been out there. It's been like 2 years. I didn't end up going last year. So I'd like to go. And I was just kind of thinking about, I was just thinking about going.
I wonder what deck he's going to use. Because Tom's got all those,
I mean, it could be something different, but that's immediately where I'm going with it. It's like, oh, my grandpa.
Very nice. So you got any fun plans coming up for the weekend? I know you said you're going to start pulling Halloween stuff out and going to be doing your bathroom again this year and all that, like last year.
Doing my bathroom.
Yeah, you're putting the skeletons and things in your bathroom.
My bathroom is Halloween all year long.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually not Halloween. It's mostly skulls. And there's a couple of there's a couple crow references as well. I mean, that's just the bathroom.
Christina says, I feel like he's giving you a hug. So that's sweet.
He was so funny. He was this would have been around, I don't know the exact dates and all that. I did kind of look into it. He was a school bus driver mechanic when school buses were fairly new.
So Tom says,
did anybody grab what I just said?
He was a bus driver. And what are you doing?
He was a school bus driver mechanic.
I still see the connection though with you driving a school bus and him being a school bus mechanic.
And it all came about after, and I'll tell this whole story another time, but so oddly drawn.
So the SOL.
The SOL Tarot. I don't know what that one is. Never read with this deck. Oh.
So he put the link in there in case anyone wants to see it.
SOL.
Yeah,
well, take your time.
Cocorino. Yeah.
I never read with this deck. Oh, I wonder what SOL is. Is that, I guess, shit out of luck? I don't know. I mean, that's what SOL is. Yeah. It probably is. It probably is, actually. It's
Tom, just go ahead and send a picture of the deck or something, or email.
Does anybody want a card from this horror oracle while we're waiting?
The soul, the sun. Okay.
Oh, sun. The sun deck. Oh. I wonder if that could be another Egyptian reference. All this sun stuff with Ra and everything else.
See, Audrey.
You guys, my foot tattoo is so cute.
She showed us a couple.
Get another one.
Was it I think it was last Friday you shared it with us.
No, it was 2 weeks ago.
It's been 2 weeks. Wow.
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Man, time is flying. Yeah.
Does anybody want a horror oracle card? I make no guarantees.
I'll take one.
You want one? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Horror oracle for Heather. All right.
I'll be the first.
Oh, right out of the gate. Ooh, obsession. Let's see what this is.
Now I got the song from the 80s in my head. You're an obsession. I cannot sleep. I am possessed.
Okay, the movie is The Phantom of the Opera.
Ooh.
All right, this is what it says. Passionate feelings can make us lose all perspective. Structuring a whole life around something or someone can draw others into high drama that exists only in the Gothic theater we've constructed in our own mind. When we force others to play roles they would rather not explore, expect disaster. Perfect plans and chandelier high hopes crash the hardest. Wow, this thing's dramatic, man.
Yeah. Makes sense, though.
The message is dial it down. Hype usually leads to disappointment. Wow. But look at that.
Yeah, I'm obsessing over some stuff right now. Yeah.
I just thought it was
I got the Sarah Brightman Phantom of the Opera, you know. What an amazing
It's funny they have I just realized they also have little quotes from the movie, I guess somebody's line, and they did it for each one, and it says this is funny. It says, I have brought you here 5 cellars underground because I love you.
True love.
That
makes me think of Beauty and the Beast.
Hilarious.
From the 90s with Ron Perlman, and they had to be down underground. That's interesting.
Does anybody else want one?
Oh, we got still 4 people in chat. Who? Anyone want a fun
horror oracle? Anybody? No takers?
No takers.
Oh, come on, y'all.
Tom, what's taking you so long? Just kidding.
These shuffle really nice. I like how this deck shuffles. The only thing I could, if I'm going to say though, is they're very long. Like they're a little longer than like a regular oracle, like just a little bit. But it's amazing how you can see the difference. Like this is my, what is this called? I don't even know what the hell this is called.
Audra asked for one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Tom says, I am typing my thoughts. 1 second. I know, Tom.
Okay.
I'm just playing with you, Tom. I had initially invited Tom to join us tonight. And he said, if I could make it, I will. And Tom, you slipped in. And Christina says she would love one also.
All right, Audra. All right, so Audra die. Whoa. Actually, I'm going to do it again because I don't know if that was my fault or if it jumped. So, Audra die. Horror Oracle card for Audra.
Carolyn. She says, I'll take one. Carolyn Booker's here. Carolyn.
Hey, Carolyn.
How is Pixie doing?
You want one of these scary movie cards, the Horror Oracle? They're just for fun.
How are you and Peter and sweet little Pixie? I've been meaning to reach out to
What was her name? I'm sorry. What was her name?
I'm sorry. Audra.
Audra. Okay. Ooh, the devil.
Ooh.
All right. This is from a movie. I don't even know what this is. Haxan, 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 directed by Benjamin Christensen, 1922. Oh, this is an old one. The message is doing as you will, free of social restriction, feels like something worth believing in. But even lore and faith seem to require a figure who can bear responsibility or whom we can blame for our misbehavior. At any rate, things certainly seem more entertaining when they're around. In the end, though, we must settle our own accounts. And the upright message, additional messages, as long as you are not hurting anyone, let it rip.
And Audra says, well, the X is a Cappy, and 4 in my main family are Cappies.
Well, there you go.
And Tom says, Haxan is a great movie.
Oh, okay. See, he knows of it. I didn't know.
We'll have to check it out.
Some of those really old films were really good, though.
Christina.
All right, so
and
Kristen, Collie.
Yeah, Christina, yeah. Christina, right. And then Carolyn's like,
Christina, Christina, Christina,
Yeah.
Christina. Christina Collie. Message for Christina. Oh, I'm going to side shuffle these, I guess. All right, okay. All right, Horror Oracle. They do glide nice. They do.
They sound like it.
They really do. Okay, here we go. Christina, Children of the Night.
I think you're going to say Children of the Corn.
Children of the Night. Ooh, from Dracula.
Ooh.
Okay. Listen to them, your kindred spirits, those of similar habits and haunts who share your tastes and enthusiasms. Many creatures, humans, bats, wolves, have evolved as social animals who benefit from close bonds that go beyond even the blood ties of immediate relatives. Roam with your pack. It's good for the soul. And then upright message says, make it a night to remember.
Nice. There you go, Christina. And
then Carolyn.
Yep, Carolyn's like,
did she say she wanted one?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Carolyn Booker.
Carolyn, let Allyson and I know when you and Peter would like to come back and join us.
Carolyn Booker.
We miss you and we love you.
Carolyn Booker. All right, what's the message for Carolyn?
And then when you're done, Tom has everything typed out.
Awesome. Woo. That came out right away. All right, we got the boogeyman.
Carolyn, the boogeyman.
They came out really quickly. Hopefully that's the right card. I'm tempted to go back, but it did pop out pretty good, so I'll take it. Halloween.
Oh, there you go. Mike Myers.
Is something bearing down on you, something inexplicable, seemingly unstoppable problem, and you're struggling to understand why? Sometimes our behavior shapes our circumstances. Other times the shape just comes for us, a menacing popping up out of the shadows again and again, just when we think the coast is clear. The upright message is confront the situation head on. And again, this is from the Halloween movie.
There you go, Carolyn. The boogeyman. Carolyn got the boogeyman. Oh, she did. Say hi, Grimly. Hi, cousin Grimly.
All right. Does anybody else want one? Or are we good? Did Tom say his message is ready?
Yep, he's got several here. So we'll start with number 1.
Okay.
I'll let you read.
I swear I shuffled. I'm not thinking financial, though. I'm thinking this is something material, though. You were missing or unsure of something and needed a
hand.
I don't know if there was something that you were working on or towards, but it's nearly done now. I don't think this is your grandfather necessarily, but I'm getting male energy.
And that said, whatever it is relates to, oh, sorry.
That said, whatever it relates to is almost done.
And then there's one more. The card specific to that energy was the Hierophant.
Oh, okay. Go back again. What did he say? Which one's Pentacles? 5, 7, and what?
5, 7, and 10.
I swear I shuffled 5, 7, and 10 of Pentacles. I'm not thinking financial, though. I'm thinking this is something material, though. You were missing or unsure of something and needed a hand. Okay.
That said, whatever it relates to is almost done. The card specific to that energy was the Hierophant, and then he continued with more. The Hierophant is making me think this may be your grandfather, something patriarchal. Not sure why I wasn't getting that initially, though. Maybe this makes sense to you.
That's what is making me think maybe your grandmother. What did you say? I'm so sorry. You said the 5, the 7, and what, the 10?
The 10 of Pentacles.
Okay. Thank you. I will think about that. Thank you for pulling for me. See? Oh. Love it. Thank you so much, honey.
Thank you, Tom. And anyway, so get your tail out of the camera.
And I do sometimes think, yes, my grandfather could be the Hierophant. Because I'll get too wordy with it. Yes.
And he says, in that order, but I'm not getting finances, even though it is so heavy pence.
Yeah, it's not money. You're right. It's a familial, and it's of something of importance. I'll just put it that way. And that it's more, yes. So I know. Why do you say it's almost, were there any other cards? Was there another card? That's only 4 cards there, I think. Was there any others, or was that it? Because I don't know how you read it.
Oh, and Audra says the legacy can be the 10 of Pentacles too, right? A legacy, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I'm waiting to see if he puts something else. Would you behave? My goodness. You can't always be the center of attention. Okay, I've
started reading the 10 of Pentacles and the Hierophant a little bit differently lately than I always did. For me, the 10 of Pentacles is I pulled 3 to the event and 1 to the, got it. Okay, perfect.
So only 4.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. Thank you. This just made me think of that when Tom was talking about those cards. So for me, the 10 of Pentacles just added this to my, not that this is ground shaking, but it's like I never really. So to me now, one of the ways I've started reading it is all that's important to you, just in general. Like, what is of value to you? What it means to you? What is your 10 of Pentacles? What does that look like? Rather than, oh, it's the house and the home and the money and this. No. Maybe. What does your 10 of Pentacles look like? You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's a house. It's a cozy home that it's a cozy, warm, loving environment where I feel safe and I'm surrounded by plants, and I have it's not too hot and it's not too cold, and my finances are taken care of, and I know my son is okay, and just it's like a state of mind almost. It's knowing that everything is it for me, it's peace in my environment, my home, my everything world. That is 10 of Pentacles to me. Yeah. Aw. Impossible.
And he just knocked
so
one
cute.
of my.
Just let him.
Just knocked a book
it's
off
so
the
cute.
shelf.
Just let him. We can still see you. And then the Hierophant. I never see it as marriage, and I don't know why. That's totally a marriage card.
For me,
so I added that recently when I was reading for somebody. What's that?
Tom says, for me, with these cards specifically, there was a void that is being filled. Something in your life is coming into place.
Yeah.
And Carolyn said the boogeyman should be very afraid of her.
The boogeyman afraid of me. True. So that had nothing to do with what was in it could have been a message from my grandfather via she's like, I just thought of something I can't really, it would be too personal, something I can't really share. It would make sense that he would be delivering that message because it makes sense to me. Awesome.
Yeah. I might have to hit you up for a reading, Tom. I got some stuff going on. So maybe we can do an exchange. Tom says still do some extra cleansing just in case.
I will. I will. Yeah. And I just lit an incense over here, but I'll burn. I don't really like to burn sage. I really don't. I've got some Palo Santo I'll light up and I'll ring my bell all over the place. Clap
She's
my hands.
gonna ring her bells.
And I got to get going, you guys. I got to go to bed.
Go to bed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I get up when everybody else is still sleeping.
Yeah.
So,
alrighty, everybody, thank you.
Thanks again, Tom.
Out. And thank you, Tom, for pulling for Allyson. And Allyson and I will see you Friday for Friday's show. So everybody have a great rest of your week. And we'll talk to you all later. Bye.